ዜና ንሰለስተ
In the headlines tonight, Amara Prosperity Party Conference concludes devising means to curb pressing challenges of the region. US and Saudi mediators say Sudan's warring factions agreed to week-long ceasefire. Good evening to you all. A very warm welcome to ETV News. I'm Grum Tariku. The Prosperity Party Leadership Conference of the Amara Regional State, which underwent for the past 3 days, concluded devising means of curbing pressing challenges of the region. Winding up the session, the conference has issued a 9-point resolution revealing its future directives and corrective measures for the daunting challenges it encountered. Daniel Kasaun has more on this.
The Amara regional state is one of the major regions of Ethiopia, which contributes a lot for the socio-economic and political developments of the country. Recently, it has encountered lots of challenges which disrupted the normalcy of the regional state administration and the day-to-day lives of the Amara population. In order to tackle the daunting challenges, the Prosperity Party Leadership Conference of the Amara regional state underwent for past 3 days to come up with precise means to curb pressing challenges of the region. Winding up the session, the conference has issued a statement revealing its future directives and corrective measures for the daunting challenges it encountered.
The session has identified means for the destructive moves which bent on creating chaos to the region, abolishing the regional administration and attempting to ditch the region from the federal government were denounced firmly by the leadership. All the moves are anti-peace, anti-public ones which require prudent intervention by the leadership and the general public at large. What we are going to do with the public is scaling up our best practices and tackling existing challenges in a coordinated manner.
It has been indicated the regional state is found in high times to stand in unison and put in place practical intervention measures to restore law and order in the regional states. Widening up the political landscape is also said to be part of the solutions to be implemented in the regional states, ensuring the resumption of large-scale constructions, finding peaceful solutions of border demarcation and self-determination issues, as well as facilitating reconstruction of the war-torn areas are given due considerations.
Boundaries and self-administrate cases, distorted narratives, constitutional amendments, respect of human and democratic rights issues, equitable uses of resources are among the next assignments of the regional state. We, the leadership from at all levels, are taking the current challenges as an opportunity to serve as springboard to leap forward and bring about conducive situation to avert adversities into opportunities.
Participants of the conference hailed their discussion as timely and instrumental to deal with the existential threats of the regional state.
The Ministry of Transport and Logistics announced that fuel transaction will be done entirely through digital payment across the nation. The remark came while CBE held discussion to create awareness on CBE Burr and digital payment app for fuel transactions. The bank indicated that it is able to make use of the CBE Burr and digital apps for fuel transactions. The Minister of Transport and Logistics, Alamusime, pointed out that the move has created a transparent and efficient fuel trading system across the country through promoting cashless transaction and aiding other related risks.
ኢትዮጵያ ከሌላት የውጭ ምንዛሪ 4 ቢሊዮን የሚያህል
Although Ethiopia faces shortage of foreign currency, it purchases fuel at a cost of around 4 billion birr. The authorities have decided to make digital fuel transaction payment system in all parts of Ethiopia, and promising results have been achieved so far.
The minister also stated that collective efforts are being made to realize digital fuel transactions and called on citizens to prepare themselves for the full implementation of the initiative.
የትራንስፖርት ክፍያ ቲኬት በዚሁ መንገድ ብቻ እንዲሆን
We have finalized preparations to make the fuel transaction only in digital system across the nation. The digital system enables to make transport payment via Telebir or CBE Nadaj apps. The system is vital to avoid contrabands. Hence, citizens need to be aware of this important scheme and strive to implement the initiative.
Jeju Coffee Farm CEO Kim Yong-han, also known as Coffee Virtuos of Jeju Island, expressed his strong desire to expand research to Ethiopia's coffee bean and added value to it by producing beverage like wine and making cosmetics from it. Ethiopian ambassador to South Korea, Dese Dalke, met with Kim Yong-han, Jeju Coffee Farm CEO, and explored the possibility of adding value to Ethiopia's coffee beans. Kim Yong-han, referred as Coffee Virtuos of Jeju Island by CNN, is a former Samsung Electronics executive who went into coffee business after relocating to the island. While he had succeeded in producing locally grown coffee and selling it at his coffee house, that was not the end of his experimentation. He started to use coffee cherry peel to make wine with volcanic bedrock water. His latest endeavor is a line of natural cosmetics with rich antioxidants driven from coffee beans. Kim Yong-han noted during the discussion with the ambassador. He is very aware of the fact that coffee from Ethiopia is renowned for its vibrant, fruity and flowery characteristics, Kim added. Kim Yong-han has also expressed a strong desire to expand his research to Ethiopia's coffee bean and added value to it by producing beverage like wine and making cosmetics from it. He requested the embassy to collaborate with him in order to increase the popularity of Ethiopian coffee. Ambassador Dese Dalke said Ethiopia is in the birthplace of coffee bean and described Ethiopian coffee as sweet, fruity flavor and aromatic like any other coffee. The ambassador affirmed to Kim Yong-han that the embassy and the Ethiopian government are ready to work closely with him in his effort to produce a product like wine out of Ethiopian coffee beans and other initiatives he will take to promote Ethiopian coffee and enhance its demand.
Welcome to the land of origins. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is pleased to serve all your traveler banking needs. If you have money from any of these 16 countries, you can convert it to local currency by visiting our nearest branch. Alternatively, our secure Forex ATMs accept cash exchange, or if you prefer using your cards, we've partnered with Visa, MasterCard, and UnionPay so that you can withdraw cash from our local ATMs or make cashless transactions at thousands of local POS partners securely and with confidence. We are linked with more than 700 global banks through our direct SWIFT address, CBE Teta. We also work with 16 international money transfer agents, out of which Tune and World Remit enable you to make direct deposits into our savings and current accounts or our popular CBE Burr mobile wallet. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, the bank you can always rely on.
ጎሽ ቁጥር እንደ ትላንትና አይቻለቅ ይሄው ምን ነው ያሳያለው የማገገም የዱር እንስሳቱ መጀመሪያ ከነበሩበት ከተበታተኑበት ቦታ ስብስባቸው ምን ያህል እንደሆነ የሚያሳይ ነው። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ ቦታዎቹ አጠቃላይ ተሽከርካሪ ሲተራመስ የነበረበት ቦታዎቹ በሙሉ ያገገሙበት መልሶ ያገገመበት ሳር ያኔ እንደዚህ አረንጓዴ የማናየው ሳር ሙሉ በሙሉ አረንጓዴ የሆነበት ቃጠሎም ጀምረናል። ቃጠሎም እናካሄደባቸው ሜዳማ ፓርቶችን ደግሞ ስናይ በጣም ግሪን ሆኖ ስናይ በቃ ከፍተኛ ተስፋ እንዳለን ነው የሚያሳየው።
ጎሽ በጣም ብዛት አለ። ከዚህ በፊት በጣም ብዛት ነበረ። የተለያዩ ማሽኖች ድምጽ አለ፣ መኪና ድምጽ አለ። ለዛ ነው ትንሽ እንኳን ቀንሶ ወደ ሌላ ቦታ እንዲሄድ እና ግማሽ ወደ ሱዳን ወጥቶ እንዲሄድ ያደረገ ያለ በጣም ብዙ ነበር። ወመቤራ ፈርክ ያለው ቁጥር ስፍር የለም ነበር።
Welcome back, and you are watching ETV News. The Ministry of Tourism has announced that 3.06 billion birr was earned from the tourism sector in the last 9 months. The ministry's head of communication and public relations, Amara, stated that efforts are afoot to increase the income from the sector by expanding and promoting tourism destinations. In particular, efforts are being made to increase the economic contributions of the sector by expanding the earning of foreign currency and job opportunities, he said. According to FBC, in the last 9 months, 3.06 billion birr income was collected from various tourism services across the country. The PR and communication head said that more than 774,000 foreign tourists have visited Ethiopia in the aforementioned period. The official also mentioned that various works have been undertaken on strengthening the existing and new tourism attractions and enhancing the competitiveness of the tourism destinations by adding value. Alamayo said the new tourism destinations such as Gabata Lahagar projects of Gorgora, Wenchi, Halala Kela and Koisha, and Jima Bajifar Palace and Sinkele Korkes village are being put into full operation. He said that the tourism sector will be further boosted through accessible promotion methods, and foreign tourists will be able to visit Ethiopia's wonderful tourist attractions. The Chinese footwear Hujian Group has planned to expand its investment in Ethiopia and envision making the country a major manufacturing hub in the Eastern Africa. This is according to founder and chairman of the Hujian Group, Hu Rongjiang. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, Hu Rongjiang said Ethiopia is a promising investment destination in the future as Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has paid much attention to the industrial development. The founder reiterated Hujian started its investment in Ethiopia in 2011 and created jobs for 12,000 people, playing its share in introducing industrial civilization in the country. Tristan Nessa presents Ethiopian News Agency 5.
Founder and chairman of Hujian Group, Hu Rongjiang, stressed that Ethiopia has very good human resources, which the country has about millions of young population who are looking for jobs, and Ethiopia will achieve very good development of manufacturing industry, he noted. Zhang further hoped that government can be more open and more supportive of investment, adding that Ethiopia will resume the AGOA so that export to the ES resumes as well, he said. Hujian has made a total investment of $150 million in Ethiopia before the pandemic hit, generating revenue of $200 million, the chairman said. The investment group is constructing Huanjian International Light Industry City in the vicinity of Addis Ababa, he said, adding that the project is expected to produce footwear and apparel in large numbers in the coming 5 years, with a job creation ranging from 30,000 to 15,000 in foreign exchange earnings of $1.5 billion. Zhang noted that after the pandemic, his company resumed operation in March 2023 with the support of the government, and so far it is producing shoes, including sports shoes for local consumption. Currently, the company received production orders from military and federal police, and the company also has 2,000 employees in its workshop, he said.
To be honest, before the COVID and termination of Agua, Hujian made 100% export sales. But now, due to the cancellation of Agua, we lose our orders, so we want to focus on the domestic market, provide jobs for our staff and training to the management of our staff, and we will wait for Agua to resume and then we restart our export sales.
Engaging in domestic sales is the company's choice for now, he said, adding that in the future the company would like to have local entrepreneurs and small businesses to do export sales gradually. This can help to export Ethiopian manufacturing products to the global market. He expressed his hope that, together with the government, major development achievements can be attained to make Ethiopia the next manufacturing destination in Africa.
So far, we produce our products for military. We used 100% Ethiopian leather. We hope that we can use the raw materials in Ethiopia, because we know that in Ethiopia there are plenty of tanneries and leather factories. We want to have cooperation with them. In the future, we hope that we can do export to other African countries. We do have confidence in our military shoes production.
According to Zhang, his company's plan is to continue producing shoes in Ethiopia. However, the company also plans to focus on investment areas, for example, in electric vehicle, to make major investment in the sector. He further plans to launch small and local firms with 100 entrepreneurs, he said, adding that the company will provide them with machines, rent, provide management training to enable them learn domestic sales, and it can help them grow with the help of the government as well.
Ethiopian Investment Commission EIC delegation conferred with China Chamber of International Commerce CCCOIC officials in China. Deputy Commissioner of EIC Tamasgen Tilahun and CCCOIC Deputy Director General Yang Hong expressed their keen mutual interest in advancing institutional cooperation. The two sides since agreed to revamp the partnership and embark on planned joint trade and investment promotion works to strengthen bilateral trade and investment partnership between Ethiopia and China. EIC investment delegation has also visited China Chamber of Commerce for import and export of textiles, CCCCT. During the occasion, Deputy Commissioner Tamasgen and Vice Chairman of CCCCT, Zhang Jinmin, raised matters of mutual interest and agreed to rebuild and lead partnership initiatives between the two institutions based on the IEC-CCCT cooperation signed in 2016. Both sides stressed the need to develop a joint plan of action in facilitating business and investment relations in the textile and apparel sectors between the two countries. Ethiopia's investment promotion delegation is in China for a working visit. The delegation has held meetings with officials of several institutions in China, including Chinese Investment Promotion Agency, to discuss ways of strengthening cooperation in the promotion of investment in the two countries.